Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 2 of our Age of Engineering mod playthrough. So I've been a little bit busy while we have been away, doing a fair few other things which we'll see in a minute. It's nice, I like it, it looks good. So today we have a few things we'd like to do. I would like to have a coke oven going, and the big target for the day is to be able to progress from the Stone Age into the Industrial Age. And to do that, what we need to do is we need to have, so we've got this portal, we did that in the last episode. What we need to do now is we need to have the coke oven to be able to get the some creosote oil, so then we can make the hammer, which is what is the that's what the trigger is for the next age. So if we look at like the hammer, if I can spell hammer properly, yeah, I can do English. So mouse work, there we go. So the hammer is 2 treat sticks and then 5 iron. So we can get the iron already from using the smeltery, but we need the treat sticks, and the treat sticks is made from treat planks, and treat planks is from getting is not going to show me, is it? Not going to show me. Yeah, there you go. So you put slab planks around a bucket of creosote oil, and the only way to get creosote oil is from the coke oven. So that's what we're going to do today. Now, I have got a few nice little bits of armor, which are quite nice. These are just what I have been dropped from a mob, and I've killed them in the mining dimension. So that's been quite nice. And one thing I found really cool about this mod is these mineral torches. Now, when you're chopping down trees, when you're going around, you'll find trees which are I don't think there's any about. I can show you some in a minute, but I can't really show you without spoiling the surprise. But okay, basically you can get these berries here when you cut on these trees. The trees drop these when you cut on the leaves, and these can be made into torches. So I can here and go through. You can see you can make it as you would normally do with a torch. It makes it 4 torches, and you can even do it with stone to make them the stone torches, which is great. That's me. You can't go wrong with that. I've got a nice bit of food as well, but yeah. So let's have. Oh yeah, that's the one thing. This builder's wand. It's really easy to make. All we need to make this builder's wand is some magical wood and a golden ingot, and all the magical wood is a bookcase and another gold ingot with a bit of XP, just in a regular crafting table. So we got some books from the village, and then made a bookshelf, and then put 2 of them together. There's a bat dying in the background, and then got 2 of them, which gives the wand, which brilliant. Now this does I think a 9 area. It's good to me. It does the job. Okay, so let's see what I've been doing, shall we? This is our base. This is where we're going to be living for now, for the next few episodes at least. I still haven't decided whether we're going to do a tower yet, or whether we're going to do a underground base. And because of the house here, I'm leaning more to an underground base. I think it's quite cool, like just to have here, and then somewhere in there you go down and you have the big base on the ground. But we can always see how we go. So we've got a little veg garden here, a little veg garden there. That's one more for show because you can't really get down to see it, but it looks cool. So yeah, so let's have a quick look inside. So there's the portal we made last episode. So this is all chiseling bits. I'm not sure about this fence. I don't quite like it. I think I'm going to have to change it, but I haven't decided what I'm going to change it to yet. We'll see how it goes. And then annoyingly, I had to chisel these bits here as well on the end to look like a normal fence. So the only issue with that is you can't jump on top of it, so it means mobs can do that as well. But we can come to a solution with that at some point. But it's okay. So yes, let's go look inside of our new base. So this is the crafting area which we created. This hasn't been moved at all since what we created on last episode. So nothing's changed there. We've got our smeltery here. It's too high now than what it was. I think we only had a 1 tier tall. Now it's 3 tiers. That opens up all these in here for us to be able to throw things into, which is quite nice. It came in useful for when we're doing the seared brick, because you can make this seared brick by actually using stone. But if you put stone in there, just a regular piece of cobblestone, then it makes a seed brick, which is so much easier than have to do the grout method. So I also made some casts, which is how I made the iron pickaxe. And then on this iron pickaxe, I've also put haste and luck on this one, so that when we're doing the diamonds and stuff, bit more of a chance of being able to get more diamonds than what's actually there. And then I've got like the workhorse pickaxe, which is just a stone pickaxe, means you can repair it easy when we're down in the mines. And it's got redstone on it, which is nice, and it's just really nice. So I've also made a redstone clock, which is very easy to make. So let's have a quick look, and I'll show you that one. What this does is makes it very easy for when we're doing to automate the smeltery. So all this is four regular stone, or any type of stone if it's been chiseled or anything, 4 redstone and run a redstone torch. And all this does is if we put this, so we've got some iron at the bottom there. You can either place it down and it'll trigger off every second. It will trigger off a redstone pulse to all the blocks around it, and in this case it'll trigger off this faucet here. I put a lever on it, and what that'll do is it'll turn it on and off. So if I turn this on, you can see it's like an animation, and then every second it'll send a signal to this, and then we pull it out, and then it'll trigger again and refill it. So what this will mean is that when we have a hopper underneath, we're able to automate this so it can just pull that ingot straight away and back into there. But because this doesn't double ores, I don't think we're going to be doing that, because I don't really want to be wasting any ores. So we'll see. And also, hoppers now aren't made with iron. So normally you'd need 5 iron and a chest, but now you need 5 aluminium in the chest. Now, unfortunately, we don't have that much aluminium. We've got 45, whereas you've got like just sort of 4 stacks of iron. And I don't really want to be using it, especially when we don't double our ores yet. In the next episode, we're going to be making some IC2 stuff, hopefully once we progress to the next area today, which will then allow us to be able to double our ores again. But that's for another episode. So yes, that's where we're at the minute down here. These seared tanks here are what I've been using to bring lava from the mine dimension over to here in. Because what these do is they hold 4 buckets each, and then you can, when you take them down, although it looks like they're empty, when you actually put them back again, you can see there's got lava in it. And I do believe as well, if you actually look at it there, it says there's 4 buckets of lava in it, which is perfect. Now I had to get these because I had to make some lava wood for the coke oven. Now unfortunately, I was an idiot and I clicked the create recipe when I was setting this up. So I can't show you the full how it's set up, but basically what you need is you need 56 of these lava wood and 56 seared bricks. So just a few. So to make the lava wood, what you've got to do is you've got to put any type of wood planks into the basin here, and then put lava over it. That's it, and it takes 1/4 of a bucket of lava to make one of these lava wood. So that means that per one of these you get per one of these coke bricks here you get 1 bucket. So it means you need to make 14 buckets worth to put it all in there, which is quite a lot of lava for this point in the game. But anyway, that's all fun. Let's turn this back off again just to keep it good. So yeah, that's it for all this. Yes, I've seen the resources I've got. I've heard from a few people that this mod pack is very coal intensive later on down the line, so we need to make sure we are hoarding our coal and charcoal, which is one reason why I've been using these mineral berries for all of our torches, because no coal, no charcoal. Fantastic. Only got a couple of ingots, which has been left over when I've been creating things, and 2 iron here as well. Trying not to use them too much because, like I say, this doesn't double ores anymore, and I don't want to waste any ingots. So we got a few bits of basic random stuff in this chest, lots of cobblestone, lots of dirt, and then lots of wood, being wood to build this place. So this is all of the mineral wood, which then I've chiseled down, and I've put some slats and stuff over it just to make it give a bit more detail. Even this glass is all chiseled, just because it doesn't look quite right, I don't think, when it's normal glass. So you've just got to make it look good, and chisel just makes it look better. Now I have got birch slabs on the top, and then I've got dark on the bottom. I just think it gives it a nice bit of a difference. If it was all dark at the bottom and all dark at the top, I think it's just be too dark, and I didn't want that. So we've got a few things here as well that are our little special chest, basically all of our rare items. So we've got 19 diamonds, which is brilliant. got just sort of 3 stacks of redstone, including what we put on these, which is always good. Just short of a stack of lapis. Again, I put 2 stacks on this. And then there's a few bits and bats of other things. We've also got the charter quartz, which is a great start already for when we go to AE2. I don't think it's going to be for a while yet, because I don't think that comes out for a few ages, but still, having this ready, it's good to start with already. And this is my bits and bats chest, which has been things that have been dropped from mobs and kind of useful things. I'm trying to keep it reasonably tidy. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make all the coke bricks. So I can show you the recipe to make the coke bricks, and I can't. Where did I put all the coke bricks? Did I put them upstairs? Okay. So over here, yeah. So you got the coke bricks. Now I have placed the rest of them already. I thought I might as well do it, considering I've already messed up. So what you got to do here is you got to make it into a 3v3 grid. So it's a quick look. It's 3 down, and then 3 wide, and then 3 wide that way as well. Really easy to do, not hard at all. And it's not hollow as well. Bear that in mind, because with it's the Railcraft one, you have to have it hollow. This one you don't have it hollow. And when you do make it, you will have 1 left over, just because this uses an odd number of blocks to make this. But obviously, because you get 2 per each, you get an even number of coke bricks made. Now this isn't formed yet, as you can see when you click on it. In my case, I placed a torch. I've got a torch in my offhand, but nothing happens. That's because we need to form this. And to form it, I need to get a string, and then we also need to get a couple of sticks, which are in here. Yeah, so 2 sticks. Put the back in there. So what we're going to do, we need to make an engineer's hammer, and that is extremely easy to make. Kinda. You need this one here, which is the immersive engineering hammer, which is just 2 sticks. It says you can use treated sticks, but obviously we already use treated sticks, we can use normal sticks. And then 2 iron, and then a piece of string. So we've got that already. Guess the engineering hammer. Perfecto. So this is the hammer that we're aiming for. This here, as you can see, it says there, this is what triggers the next age. So this is what we've got to get, and then this requires the treated sticks. We can't put normal sticks in there, which is not fun. But, you know, it's alright. So what we're going to do now is we've got to press the middle of this thing. And it's not going to give me it back, is it? Okay, it's going to be a pain in the rear end. So what we're going to do is you just got to click the middle of this. It gives you this nice little picture there. That shows it's now formed. If you don't see this, it means you've got something wrong with it, and you need to fix it. Quite simply. So let's just put this back to look like that. Now the idea with I've done this like this is so that I can click on this top one here. That'll still open up as I want it. So what I'm going to do while we are still talking, I'm going to put some of this metal wood in there, and then this will generate us charcoal, and it'll also give us a byproduct of creosote oil, and that's what we need to move to the next area. So once this is done, we can come back, and now it's ready. So let's quickly sleep in the bed, so that we can get everything done. So yeah, it's looking quite good. I think I'm quite liking the base at the minute. It's quite a good start, I think. It'll do us for a while anyway. But like I said, I want to dig down so we can get. I still think I'm going to dig down. I think I fancy an underground base this time. I think it's quite a nice area, and I don't think I really want to be destroying it with an obscenely massive tower. Although it would be cool. So another thing I want to do today as well is I kept running out of cobblestone earlier on. So I want to make a cobblestone generator here, which is what I'm going to do. Make a cobblestone generator and then make somewhere to store it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get a bucket of water and a bucket of lava, surrounded by cobblestone with a glass in the middle. That'll get us this cobblestone generator block here. Now this one, it only holds 32 blocks, and it creates a block every 40 ticks, which is about every 2 seconds. Now that is not quick enough for me. So what we're going to do now is here, if you get iron in all 4 corners and then stone in the middles, and then put that in there, that gives us the cobblestone tier 2. What this does now is it holds up to a stack, but also creates 1 every 20 ticks, and this then creates basically 1 every second. And that's quick enough for me. You can go higher, but like you need diamonds for the tier 3, and no, we can't afford to be losing diamonds. There's 2 different types of diamonds. Okay. Well, fair enough. And then to be able to store it, what I want to make a drawer from storage drawers. I wanted to make a whole storage drawer setup, but apparently, according to this, the drawer controller. I want to make a compacting drawer initially, but this one takes these dense obsidian plates, and these take a lot to make. Because this you've got to put through the compressor, and we don't have a compressor yet, and it takes 9 obsidian plates, and we don't even have any obsidian yet. So I don't. No, that's not happening for at least an episode or two. Unfortunately, I also wanted to try and create a controller, but then by looking at this, yeah, we need to be able to have this forestry basic circuit, and to make that, you need a carpenter, and again, we just don't have that yet. And I think that forestry isn't unlocked for a few more ages yet. So, oh well. So we're just gonna use a basic drawer for now, like that. So what we're gonna do with these is, I just want to put them somewhere downstairs, somewhere kind of out of the way, but also where we can easily grab them. So there's our other resources. So I'm thinking, for now, let's put it there, and let's put that there. So that will then create cobblestone once every 2 ticks. So you can see that once every second. So as you can see at the bottom right of the screen, once every second we get one more cobblestone. So these drawers here hold up to 32 stacks per item, and then you can get upgrades here to be able to hold more. Like this one is a tier 1, holds 2 times the base value, so that can hold 64 stacks. Then you get the iron one, which can hold 3 times the base value, and etc, etc, etc. Normally with these, all you need to do is just do this recipe and replace this one with iron, replace obsidian in this recipe with iron, gold and diamond. But with this mod pack, to make things harder and more interesting, you've got to do it tiered base. So to be able to get the iron one, you need to be able to have the obsidian one first. So, but because we don't have no obsidian yet, we can't make it tier 1. So for now, this will do. It'll create enough for us, I think, and then we'll be fine. But yeah, I think that's alright for now. Okay, so we'll leave that to tick away. So what have we got over here? So this is for our creosote. I haven't got ready for that yet. How are we doing for our creosote selection? So we've got. Oh, do we have enough for a bucket already? Nice. So you can see that filled up with creosote, and we've got some charcoal here from the wood burning down. So again, this is 1-to-1. So one piece of wood will give you 1 piece of charcoal, which is always good. So now we've got this creosote bucket here, creosote oil bucket. So what we're going to do with this is going to make some treated wood planks. And to do that, you just get any planks. I'm just using dark oak, that's what I had the most of. And you put a bucket of creosote oil in the middle, which gets you these treated wood planks. And then you need to turn that out there, obviously. And then you need to create sticks. So we're going to create 4 sticks here, like that. And then what we can do now, because we're just that good, we're going to now move on to the next era. So we're going to make this hammer here, which get that. As you can see there, again, it says it triggers the next age. Grab that, boom. There we are. It's in the top right. We have now triggered age 1, which is amazing. We also get this little trophy, which I think looks pretty damn cool. So let's go downstairs, and I'm thinking of putting trophies like here. So you can see you get 1 per age. So at the minute we've just done industrial era to progress into there. So we'll get a lot of these. I am thinking of getting like a trophy room to put these all in, and it would be quite cool to have a trophy room. But for now, it can go there. So if anyone walks in the door, they can go, oh yeah, I can see what it's got, which is quite cool. So what else I'd like to do is I'd quickly like to initially start on some IC2 stuff. So now that we've moved on to the next age, we can look at what is required for us to go any further. So as you can see here, we need to make some flint and steel to be. We need to make steel so we can craft flint and steel to get to the nether. Now, normally when you create this, you use an iron and a piece of flint. With this mod pack, you need to actually create steel and flint, and the only way to create steel is to use the blast furnace, and then you need to also use the electronic heaters filtered to heat up the blast furnace. It doesn't use anything like charcoal to power it, which is no fun at all. Well, it is a lot of fun actually, because you've got to make everything for it. So this is going to be quite fun to get there. We have a lot to do before we can get to them. So what we're going to do initially is we're going to get a generator going, and we're also going to get a macerator and something else. I can't remember what the other thing was I want to get going. Now I won't be creating them until the next episode, but they will be. I will be starting to look at gather some of the resources today. So let's have a quick look what we need, like for the generator, for example. So for the generator from IC2 is here, so we can use the basic generator. This is an iron furnace and then some iron plates with a battery. And then to make the battery, you need 4 of these tin casings and then an insulated tin cable. So to make the tin cable, you need a piece of tin cable wrapped in rubber, and the rubber is made from getting this resin stuff here, using these tree taps. So these tree taps here are made by 5 pieces of wood like this. These tree resins I got from IC2 trees, and you can tell which ones they are because like that tree over there, it's got like a little stack of 2 or 3 branches at top of the leaves on top of every tree, so they're quite easy to spot. So there's one there, there's a few over there. There was a load around here, but I went through and got a load of them already. And I've also planted a load in the mine dimension, so let's have a quick look at that, and I can quickly show you what you have to do to get all the resin. So let's go through here. Right, so in the mine dimension here you can see I planted quite a few trees. These are all the trees I was using for us to make the house. So we've got some birch from the birch stuff, we've got some dark oak there for the rest of the building, and then these are the mineral trees which get all the blue wood. And then to get all the berries and stuff like these berries here, all you got to do is like destroy the leaves and you'll get one of these berries. Nice and easy. And you also get these shards things from these pieces of wood with this blue on it. I'm not sure what they're used for yet, but I'm sure they'll come in useful. So these are all your IC2 trees. Again, like I say, you've got little spines on top of them here. Very easy to spot and very easy to see if you can see above a tree line. So when you've got some of these trees, what you've got to look for is you've got to look for these resin pocket things. Now they can spawn anywhere on the tree, and some trees don't even have them, which is always fun to try and find. So what you got to do is get your tree tap, and then you right click, and then bang, you see that resin flies out. Now as you can see, it's still there, and then if you leave it for a little bit, this will then regenerate resin, and then you can come back and gather more and gather more and gather more and gather more. But if you click, you can click it multiple times and you might get more resin out of it, but if you click it too much, it will disappear. So I'll do it for now because I can show you what it's going to mean, because I'm going to chop it down anyway. So what you do is, if you right click it again, nothing happens. You hear the noise, nothing happens. Some more pop it out, it's still there. Some more, and more, and more, and there you go. Now it disappears. Now that is a random time each time. It can be the first time you click it, it disappears, or it can be, as it was in my case then, the 10th or 12th time. So like, click it. Oh, that one. See, that one went straight away. Oh, the tap broke. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you get all this sticky resin. You can see you get quite a few on these trees, which is always good to see. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the home house now. So let's just go back. Let's go back and say home, not home. Home, bonfire home. It's one thing I do love about this mod pack is that you can do /home and you can get home so easy. It means you can be anywhere in any dimension, go /home and you're home. So we're just going to sleep now just so it gets through the night time, because night time's never good and zombies and monsters come out at night time. We don't want that. It's scary. So yes, that's how you get the sticky resin, and the sticky resin you put into any smeltery. So you put into here, and then that gets these rubber balls. Now I'll just quickly show you best putting that in there. That melts up into rubber balls. Very easy to do. Anyway, yeah, so what we need to do is get a generator, and then that was the battery. So then that's how you get this rubber to wrap this tin in rubber. You get this tin cable by getting some tin plates and some cutters, makes you 3 of these, and then tin plates. I've got to click for the right one. Is this one? No, it's not that one. So you can do it this way, where you have obsidian and a piston, and then a block of tin. It's your 4, but that's not the best way to do it in my eyes. What I tend to do is use the hammer, and it's not going to show me. So yeah, you use your forge hammer, and then you put tin or iron around that. I guess you a plate. Now we will be getting a metal former at some point for the next episode as well, which then gets rid of this whole having to use the hammer. But we've got to get there first. Where's the metal former? There's the metal former. So what it does is it gets 1 iron, mix it into one iron plate, which is a lot better. But that anyway is all for next episode. So yeah, I think that's us done for now. You can see this is created as our creosote. We got charcoal. You can see that we're now in the second age because we've got a nice trophy, which is fantastic. And our aim now is to be able to get to the nether. We need some flint and steel to be able to get to the nether, which feels like quite a way away yet because we've got a lot of things to do, but at the same time it's very exciting. So yeah guys, please do like and subscribe to this video if you enjoyed it, because it always helps. It helps out the channel, it helps out me massively, more than you can know. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye.